everyone, it is Friday, and that means it's another Coaster Friday. And what I'm doing today is I'm going to be making a sushi coaster. So we'll see how it goes. My first attempt at it was a fail, so I'm trying it again using what I learned and trying to have a little more patience. So let's get started. What you will need is your easy cast resin or whatever resin you use, and for those of you who are looking to buy the easy cast resin, you can buy it at most craft stores, online, or if you're having trouble finding it internationally, go to their website at www.eti-usa.com and you should be able to find where you can buy it internationally. You will also need these. I just got at Walmart, and they're little fish bait, and they're just these rubbery little fish. And it comes in a pack of 5, and they had hooks in it, which I removed just with a pair of pliers. And then I took some scrapbooking paper in a dark green, and it's just like a linen-y paper. And I cut 2 thin strips, and I did a little tape job in the middle there, which will be on the inside, so you'll never see it. And you will need some rice. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the paper and I am going to just wind it around a pen or a pencil, because this is going to be the seaweed that you would see like in a sushi roll. And normally they don't have fish with little fish heads in there, but I thought that would be a fun interpretation of it. Okay, and then you can just kind of let it unwind. Kind of wind it in here, and you do want that outer strip to go all the way to the end, all the way to the sides here. Now when you've prepared your resin, you want to take some rice, and I'm just going to put it in this little cup, and I'm going to add resin, probably not all of it. And I'm going to start to mix it up a little bit. I want to get all of the rice covered with the resin. And I'm doing this because I'm going to have to do 2 pours on this coaster. I tried to do it in 1 pour last time, and that's when things went wrong. The rice started floating. So I want to get it good and covered. And then I'm going to just start to scoop it in. And then I'll have a better idea of how much rice I need as I go. You know, in the event I need to do some more resin, I can, but I'll just have a better idea. And now while I'm doing this, this is the opportunity for me to kind of squish the paper up against the edge of the mold. And I'll kind of have an idea of what goes where. Okay, now you're going to take your little fishies and you're going to place them in the middle. And you want to do this now because then they will stick to, you can work with them a little more, and they'll stick to the rice, which has the resin on there. And you can kind of squish them down a little bit into the rice a little bit more, which you won't be able to do later. Alright, when you get them good and squished, where you know they're going to be low enough, if you have just a little bit of resin, because sometimes you'll have just a little bit left over, you can scoop it out just a little bit, just drop it on them so that it gives it a little extra kind of a glue to keep them down where they're supposed to be. And you need to give this at least an hour before you do the next pour. I probably will just do the pour the next morning. Okay, I am back, and I'm going to do the next pour of resin over my sushi coaster. And once you have enough resin on there and everything, then let it sit for a good 12 hours and we'll come back and unmold it. Okay, we're back and we're going to unmold the sushi coaster. Hope you like it, hope you give it a try, and you can see on the side here that there's where the paper is, and it did go a little bit above there because the fish heads were higher, but that's okay. And thank you again for watching. We will see you next time. Remember to stop by my website at www.craftklatch.com, and happy crafting. Thanks again for watching.